Imagine you are in a Zen garden, surrounded by the silence and stillness of nature. A stream flows placidly, and birdsong fills the air with harmony. In this sacred space, I invite you to follow an inner journey toward a deep understanding of forgiveness, a gift you can give yourself to achieve true happiness. Forgiveness is a powerful and transformative force. It is not only an act of generosity toward others, but more importantly, an act of liberation for ourselves. When we hold grudges or resentment, it is as if we carry a burden that weighs down our souls. Forgiveness, on the contrary, allows us to free ourselves from this burden, opening our hearts and minds to new possibilities for joy and inner peace. In Buddhist practice, forgiveness is considered an essential element in achieving enlightenment. It is a practice that invites us to see beyond appearances, to understand the interconnected nature of all things, and to recognize that hatred and resentment bind us into a cycle of suffering. Forgiveness breaks these chains, allowing us to live lightly and peacefully. Let us now look together at 6 types of forgiveness that will help us understand the true power that forgiveness has to change our lives. Forgive yourself for past mistakes. Every human being is imperfect, and we all make mistakes. Buddhist practice teaches us that clinging to guilt and remorse prevents us from living fully in the present. Imagine seeing your past as an open book. Each page contains an event, a choice, a moment in life. Some pages are bright and full of joy, others are dark and painful. Each page, however, tells a part of your story, a unique and precious story. Recognize the lessons learned from each mistake. Every mistake is a teacher, an opportunity to grow and improve. Look at yourself with kind and understanding eyes, as you would a dear friend in need of comfort. Embrace your imperfections, knowing that they are part of your human nature. No one is perfect, and every person, including yourself, deserves compassion and forgiveness. Accepting your imperfections means recognizing that the past cannot be changed, but that you can choose how you react to it. Instead of getting stuck in regret, allow yourself to evolve and use past experiences as a springboard to a better version of yourself. Every day is a new opportunity to live with greater awareness and kindness toward yourself. Close the book of the past with kindness. Visualize this book as a physical object in your hands. Feel the weight, observe the cover and pages. With a deep breath, gently close it, knowing that it contains your history, but does not define your future. Put the book on a shelf, in a safe place in your mind, where you can always return to read the lessons, but without being weighed down by its contents. Forgiveness toward yourself is the first step toward inner peace. When you forgive yourself, you free your soul from the shackles of the past, allowing it to fly free in the present day. This liberation opens you to the possibility of living a life full of love, understanding, and happiness. Carry this practice with you daily, remembering that every small act of kindness toward yourself is a seed of serenity that will sprout in your heart. If you are enjoying this video and want to support this channel, I invite you to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share this beautiful story with your friends. And if you want to share your thoughts with us, you can leave a comment below and tell us about your experience. And now, back to our video. Forgive others for their shortcomings. Others, like you, are imperfect beings. When someone hurts you, remember that they often act out of their own suffering and ignorance. Practicing forgiveness toward others is not only an act of compassion, but also one of personal liberation. Holding a grudge is like drinking poison, hoping that the other person will suffer. Only you will suffer the consequences. Freeing yourself from resentment allows you to live lightly and peacefully. Imagine seeing the person who hurt you as a frightened and insecure child. Visualize her in a moment of fragility, in need of love and understanding. This exercise helps you develop empathy, recognizing that every negative action is often a manifestation of inner suffering. Compassion toward their fragility will enable you to release them and free yourself from the chain of resentment. Practice forgiveness meditation. Find a quiet place where you can sit comfortably and close your eyes. Bring to mind the person who has hurt you and visualize them in front of you. Imagine a bright, warm light enveloping both of you, melting away all tension and negativity. Mentally repeat, "I forgive you," and let you go. May you find peace and healing. This act of forgiveness is an act of release for both parties. Reflect on your own imperfections. Remember that you too, at some time, may have hurt someone, consciously or unconsciously. Acknowledging your own shortcomings helps you develop greater understanding toward others. We are all human beings trying to navigate the turbulent waters of life. Tolerance and forgiveness create an environment of mutual healing and growth. Let go of the need for revenge. Desiring revenge, or revenge binds you inextricably to the person who hurt you. Instead, choose to break this negative cycle through forgiveness. Imagine cutting a rope that binds you to them, letting the negativity vanish like smoke in the wind. This symbolic act frees both parties, allowing you to move forward without the burden of the past. Cultivate gratitude. Every experience, even painful ones, can teach you something valuable. Thank the person who hurt you for the lessons learned and for the opportunity to practice forgiveness. This does not mean justifying their actions, but recognizing that you can turn pain into wisdom and personal growth. Forgiving others is not always easy, but it is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. Every act of forgiveness is a step toward freedom and happiness. Take this daily practice with you, allowing forgiveness to be the key that opens the doors of your soul to peace and joy. Forgive life for its difficulties. Life does not always proceed according to our plans. Sometimes, difficulties and challenges seem insurmountable, like mountains too high to climb or seas too vast to cross. Buddhist practice teaches us to accept impermanence and uncertainty as part of the journey. Instead of resisting or fighting against these difficulties, we can learn to see them as opportunities for growth and transformation. Visualize the difficulties as waves crashing on the shore. Inevitable, but temporary, each wave, however great, eventually recedes, leaving the beach intact and ready for the next. Likewise, life's challenges, however hard, pass and make way for new beginnings. Learning to ride these waves, instead of being swept away by them, is a crucial step towards serenity. Embrace the idea that every obstacle is an opportunity to grow and transform yourself. When you encounter a difficulty, ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? How can I use this experience to become a better person? This shift in perspective helps you see challenges not as enemies, but as valuable teachers guiding you on your life journey. Practice instead of dismissing it or trying to change it. Welcome it with kindness and curiosity. Observe the emotions that emerge, without judging them. Mentally repeat, I accept this situation for what it is. May I find the strength and wisdom to deal with it. reflect on the nature of impermanence. Everything in life is constantly changing. Seasons change, flowers bloom and wither, people come in and out of our lives. Accepting this impermanence helps you let go of the need for control and live with greater serenity. Each moment is unique and precious, and learning to flow with change is one of the keys to inner peace. Cultivate resilience. Every time you overcome a difficulty, you become stronger and more capable of facing future challenges. Resilience is not only the ability to withstand the shocks of life, but also the ability to bounce back and grow despite adversity. Recognize and celebrate your successes, no matter how small, and use them as milestones along your growth path. Develop a mindset of gratitude. Even in difficulties, there are always positive aspects to recognize. Give thanks for the lessons learned, for the people who have supported you, and for the strength you have found within yourself. Gratitude transforms your perspective, allowing you to see the light, even in the darkest moments. Forgiving life for its difficulties does not mean passively accepting everything that happens, but rather finding a balance between acceptance and action. It is a practice of wisdom and compassion toward yourself and the world. Bring this awareness with you into your daily life, allowing challenges to be stepping stones toward greater understanding and deep inner peace. Forgive broken expectations. We often find ourselves disappointed because reality does not match our expectations. We build castles of dreams, plans and desires that, when they do not come true as hoped, leave behind a sense of bitterness and frustration. Buddhist wisdom invites us to live without attachment, embracing each moment for what it is, without the weight of unrealized expectations. Imagine letting go of your expectations like leaves falling from a tree in autumn. Each leaf represents an expectation, a wish, a dream. Visualize these leaves gently falling off the branches, floating lightly in the air, then settling to the ground, returning energy to the earth. This symbolic gesture helps you understand that any expectation is only an illusion created by the mind, not an unchanging reality. Accept reality as it is. Often, expectations arise from our will to control and desire to shape the world according to our desires. But life is a continuous flow, full of variables beyond our control. Learn to see the beauty in the present moment as it is, without wanting to change or improve it. Each moment has its own unique value, regardless of our expectations. Practice presence meditation. Sit in a quiet place, close your eyes, and bring your attention to the breath. Observe the sensations in your body, the sounds around you, the thoughts that arise and fade away. Let go of any expectations about how you should feel or what you should think. Accept everything that emerges, just as it is, without judgment. This practice helps you develop an open and welcoming mind, ready to receive life in all its complexity. Reflect on the value of imperfection. Expectations often arise from the ideal of perfection that we impose on ourselves or others. Life, however, is by its very nature imperfect and unpredictable. Embracing imperfection means recognizing that beauty lies precisely in the cracks, nuances, and uncertainties. Every imperfection is an opportunity to grow, learn, and find new perspectives. Cultivate mental flexibility. Rigidity in expectations makes us vulnerable to disappointment and resentment. Developing a flexible mind, able to adapt to life's changes and surprises, allows us to live more lightly. Whenever an expectation is disregarded, Ask yourself, what can I do now? How can I turn this situation into an opportunity? This proactive attitude helps you navigate challenges with creativity and resilience. Practice gratitude for what is. Each day, take a moment to reflect on what you have, rather than what you lack. Give thanks for the small joys, for the lessons learned, for the people around you. Gratitude transforms your perspective, allowing you to see the richness of your life, regardless of unrealized expectations. Forgiving broken expectations is an act of love toward yourself and the world. It is a release from the shackles of dissatisfaction and an invitation to live with an open heart, ready to welcome each moment with wonder and acceptance. Take this daily practice with you, allowing freedom and joy to flourish in your life, in harmony with the natural flow of existence. Forgive the moments of weakness. There are days when we feel overwhelmed, unable to face challenges. Our strength falters, and we find ourselves doubting our abilities. In these moments, practice kindness toward yourself. Weakness is not a failure, but an opportunity to show compassion toward your humanity. Accepting your moments of vulnerability with love and understanding is essential for your well-being and personal growth. Imagine embracing yourself with love and understanding, offering the forgiveness you would give to a close friend. When you see a friend in distress, do not judge them for their weakness. Rather, offer them comfort and support. Do the same with yourself. Visualize a warm, enveloping hug that gives you comfort and reminds you that it's okay to feel fragile. Recognize that weakness is a natural part of the human experience. No one is strong and resilient at all times. Life is a stream of ups and downs, and accepting this reality allows you to live with greater balance. Every moment of weakness is an opportunity to slow down, reflect, and recharge your energy. Practice loving-kindness meditation. Sit in a quiet place, close your eyes, and bring your attention to your breath. Imagine sending thoughts of love and kindness to yourself, mentally repeating phrases such as, "May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I live with ease." This exercise helps you cultivate an attitude of love and acceptance toward yourself, especially in times of difficulty. Reflect on the hidden lessons in moments of weakness. Whenever you feel vulnerable, there is a lesson to be learned. Perhaps it is a sign that you need rest, or that you need to review your priorities. Perhaps it is an opportunity to ask for help and strengthen your relationships. Instead of seeing weakness as an obstacle, see it as a guide that shows you the way to greater awareness and wisdom. Cultivate emotional resilience. Accepting your moments of weakness makes you stronger in the long run. Resilience is not the absence of difficulties, but the ability to recover from them with greater strength and awareness. Every time you face and overcome a challenge, build your resilience. Recognize and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Ask for help when you need it. Admitting your weakness and asking for support is an act of courage and wisdom. No one can face all challenges alone, and seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Surround yourself with people who support and encourage you, and don't hesitate to seek their support when you need it. Practice gratitude for moments of weakness. Whenever you feel vulnerable, give thanks for the opportunity to learn more about yourself and grow. Gratitude transforms your perspective, allowing you to see the beauty and value in even the most difficult experiences. Forgiving your moments of weakness is an act of love and compassion. Toward yourself, it is an acknowledgement of your humanity and an invitation to live with authenticity and integrity. Carry this daily practice with you, allowing kindness and understanding to guide you through difficult moments toward a life of authentic peace and joy. Forgive the natural events and randomness of life. Life is full of events beyond our control: storms, earthquakes, accidents, and other manifestations of randomness. These events can cause pain, loss, and suffering, often leaving us with a sense of injustice and helplessness. Buddhist practice teaches us to see these events as part of the grand flow of existence, accepting them with serenity and wisdom. Imagine watching the sky during a storm. You cannot control the wind or the rain, but you can choose how to react. The storm is powerful and uncontrollable, but also temporary. Visualize yourself as a firm, rooted tree, bending under the force of the wind without breaking. Your inner strength allows you to withstand the weather, accepting its inevitability without fighting it. Accept the changing reality of life with serenity, embracing impermanence as an inevitable part of the human journey. Everything that exists is constantly changing. Seasons change, people come in and out of our lives, and natural events occur beyond our control. Recognizing and accepting this fundamental truth helps you live with greater peace and less resistance. Practice acceptance meditation. Find a quiet place where you can sit comfortably and close your eyes. Bring to mind a natural or random event that has caused you suffering. Instead of dismissing it or trying to change it, welcome it with kindness and curiosity. Observe the emotions that emerge, without judging them. Mentally repeat, "I accept this event for what it is. May I find the strength and wisdom to deal with it." Reflect on the interconnected nature of all things. Natural events are part of a large ecosystem of which we are a part. Every storm, every earthquake, every natural event plays a role in maintaining the balance of our planet. This awareness can help you see the beauty and necessity of these events. Even when they bring difficulties, we are all part of this great flow of life, and accepting our interconnectedness helps us live with greater harmony. Cultivate inner resilience. Accepting natural events and the randomness of life does not mean being passive in the face of suffering, but developing an inner strength that enables you to face adversity with courage and serenity. Each time you overcome a difficulty, you become stronger and more capable of facing future challenges. Resilience allows you to bounce back from difficulties with greater strength and awareness. Practice gratitude for the beauty of nature. Even in difficulties, there are always positive aspects to recognize. Give thanks for the beauty of the natural world, for the lessons learned from life's storms, and for the strength you have found within yourself. Gratitude transforms your perspective, allowing you to see the light even in the darkest moments. Forgive the randomness of life. Many events seem to happen for no reason, leaving us to ask why. Instead of looking for impossible answers, accept uncertainty as part of life. Randomness can bring both unexpected joys and unexpected challenges. Learning to flow with these events, without trying to understand or control them completely, frees you from stress and anxiety. Forgiving the natural events and randomness of life is an act of wisdom and serenity. It is a recognition that we cannot control everything that happens, but we can control how we react to it. Bring this awareness with you into your daily life, allowing peace and understanding to guide you through the inevitable challenges of life toward an existence filled with balance and joy. In this Zen garden, you explored the power of forgiveness in all its forms. Each act of forgiveness is a step toward freedom, and happiness. Take this wisdom with you into your daily life, allowing forgiveness to be the key that opens the doors of your soul to peace and joy.